Hello guys and welcome to the MC Raps YouTube channel. So what I'm actually going to share with you guys today is the difference between regular vinyl and carbon fiber. So I recently got a shipment of carbon fiber in, and again I just wanted to make a video on this, just kind of sharing the differences between the two. The color that I'm going to compare, I have regular gloss black by Avery, and then the carbon fiber is actually by Vvivid. So you have two different brands here essentially. Both are fairly reputable brands. They're, again, very good quality, but it's a little bit different when you're going to be working with carbon fiber as opposed to Avery, for example. So I'll talk about the two materials. I have some samples, and we'll just get right into it, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Alrighty, so first off, I have my roll of carbon fiber film. Now, with this vinyl, you can see again, as best as I can probably show you, it's very nice, high quality, high gloss carbon fiber. Now, again, this is by Vvivid, so you can see there, the brand is Vvivid. Very nice material overall. Vvivid's definitely a very good manufacturer when it comes to vinyl, but real quick as well, I will show you Avery. So here's a sheet of Avery gloss black vinyl, and again on the back, Avery Denison. Now with this, you can tell already there's a significant difference when it comes to thickness of vinyl, and I'll kind of explain a little bit why. So with gloss black, or any regular color for that matter, if it comes to Avery for example, it's very thin, and it has that air release technology in there, which makes it just a breeze to work with. A lot of people say that Avery is definitely a good vinyl to start with, especially if you're like a beginner, for example. For the longest time, and I still to this day use Avery, I mean, that was a great vinyl to start with for when I started doing vinyl wraps. Again, it just helped me understand and figure out how to contour shapes and everything like that. So very easy to work with, and that air channel release technology definitely is wonderful. It's very thin, very malleable. You can see it's kind of fluttering, and there's really not a, it's just very loose, I guess, if I can put it in better terms. Very easy to work with. But if I go back to, granted that this is a whole roll here, it's a 5-foot by 10-foot roll. It's kind of hard to explain, but I'll take the tape off of here so I can kind of show you how much more rigid carbon fiber is by Vvivid. So I took the tape off, and now if I'm trying to pull it from the roll, you can kind of see that it doesn't really, it's trying to pull back basically to its original shape. You can already see it's trying to roll back into the roll, and it's just very rigid material. Now, you're probably thinking maybe it's just not good quality, maybe Vvivid isn't a good brand. From my knowledge, and again, I haven't used Vvivid a lot, but I have read about it as well as being definitely a harder material to work with. Couple of reasons, and again, comparing carbon fiber and regular gloss black is comparing apples to oranges, basically. I understand that, but you're still in the end working with some kind of vinyl material. But the thing with the carbon fiber is it's a little bit thicker when it comes to applying it. So for example, I wrapped my Q50 Infinity, I wrapped the mirrors in this carbon fiber material. So the thing to remember with like the chrome colors or carbon fiber, there is a plastic covering that is on the outside. Again, that helps just prevent scratches. So that kind of adds to the rigidness of this film. And then of course the backing paper, that's the other thing to consider. But I've come to notice too that even after I remove the plastic covering and the backing paper to begin the application process, it's still a very rigid film. It definitely needs a lot more heat than the Avery Gloss Black, for example. When it comes to Avery Gloss Black, I hardly need any heat at times, but for this one, if I'm trying to contour, especially around those awkward areas, I definitely need to make sure I have enough heat, otherwise I get the fingering and it just looks like crap. It doesn't pull correctly. There's either not enough heat or too much. With carbon fiber, you have to be extra careful, because if you heat it too much, you're going to stretch it too much, and you're going to see those stretch marks within the film, and the finish isn't just going to look that great. So I can try to show you a bit of an example here of what this plastic filming looks. Let me see if I can peel a little bit of a corner just to show you, so you kind of get an idea of what I'm talking about for that protective filming. Alrighty, so I peeled off a corner just so you kind of get an idea. So here's this little clear piece that I'm pulling on. This is that cover that helps keep the surface of the carbon fiber nice and shiny. So again, it's there. This also has the same exact film cover for vinyl, or for chrome vinyl, I'm sorry. And then of course you have the actual carbon fiber material, which I'll try to peel the edge off as well, off the backing paper. You kind of need a knife or long fingernails to do this, and it's not working to my favor here. Alrighty, that took longer than usual, but so here's when I pull the carbon fiber off the backing. So here's the paper, and you can see the material. Again, you can see the carbon fiber, and you can almost see that there is a little bit of that air release technology, but I am not gonna lie, the air release technology, if it does exist in this carbon fiber vinyl wrap, it's basically, it does not have any air release. If you have one little bubble or some kind of fingering in there, you basically need to take it off, and again, make sure it applies smoothly, use your squeegee. But again, this is definitely, I would say especially for beginners, probably very difficult to work with right off the bat. Again, if we're comparing to Avery, again, look how free-flowing and loose this is. I would say if I wrapped my mirrors in this black, gloss black Avery film, it would have been probably a lot easier. Probably would have took me a lot less time, but I kept running into issues when I was trying to wrap my mirrors because they have that awkward shape towards the end. And again, the carbon fiber already, as you know, again, it's very unique and sensitive to heat. You still need to heat it a lot, but again, it's sensitive to excessive stretching. That's kind of what I've noticed is you need to heat it a lot, but you want to make sure you're careful with how you pull it, because then it becomes very malleable, and then you pull it and it leads to fading and kind of discoloration because of the stretching that you're doing. So again, something to really be careful about. I am actually going to do a separate video on chrome vinyl, which I have coming in shortly. I might even do another comparison video with the carbon fiber film and the chrome. So this one, I don't know, with Vvivid, they have this is the XPO series. Now, I'm not familiar if there are additional series, but as far as carbon fiber goes, I know that Avery, they don't have a gloss carbon fiber. I think, if I'm not mistaken, either 3M or Avery have kind of like the, I would say, the matte finish looking carbon fiber that doesn't look like the real one. So a lot of my clients definitely like the gloss black or the gloss carbon fiber material just because it's better, and I agree. I also am the same way. I definitely like carbon fiber to show gloss because it's supposed to mimic the real thing essentially. So again, just kind of wanted to show you again the basics of just these two vinyls, what they're all about. I would say the carbon fiber is a little bit of a higher level in terms of understanding how to work with the material. I would say beginner would be the Avery material because it's super easy to work with. I am going to get some 3M material as well and do a comparison with Avery and Vvivid just to kind of see the differences. But again, that's kind of the basics of those two films. So there's not much else that I can really talk about between the two vinyls. I would say I've noticed that the Vvivid definitely sticks a little bit more, probably because again it's a thicker vinyl, and maybe the adhesive is a little bit stronger than the Avery. But nonetheless, both brands are very well made. They definitely adhere and stick very well. Again, preparation is, first of all, a huge part of application of vinyl. Before you do anything, prepping the area is again important because that'll ensure that the material sticks properly to where it doesn't peel at the corners or anything like that. So again, super important there. But anyway guys, I hope you did enjoy this video and I hope you found it informative, just kind of discussing the two different types of vinyl and the two different types of brands. I promise to definitely review more brands as I get them in. Like I said, I'm going to get some chrome vinyl. I'm going to also get some 3M vinyl too, just to compare compare again the differences of the material and how easy it is to work with, or if it's a little trickier. But anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you have a great day.